Good morning, welcome to Something Saturday. So I thought today, seeing as last week I did a bit of an expose on what's retiring from the annual catalogue, that today maybe we should do the mini catalogue. So what is retiring from the mini catalogue? So this time we're pretty much going to have to go through the catalogue because I actually don't have very much that's actually retiring. There's an awful lot of things that are staying, to be perfectly honest. So for example, this lot, the only thing that actually retires with the suite, actually I think I might be telling a lie with this one. Oh no, I'm not telling a lie. So the stamp set and the actual B punch are actually staying, but they won't be bundled anymore. So pretty much usually with bundles even, when it goes on to the next catalogue, usually the bundle sort of separates and you're paying the full price on both of them, as opposed to a bundle price which is 10% off the pair of them. So on this page, it's kind of the extras that are definitely going. So you've got those and a really cool little box thing, which I did put into my video last week. And, oh my goodness, everything's falling down. And I have absolutely no idea where it's gone again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have one of the little boxes because somebody gave it to me. One of my team members actually gave it to me last for the Stampin' Up thing. Wow, everything's gone out now that I can't find the box. Unless I put it, no, I didn't put it into there. Anyway, yeah, so they're really nice little boxes. They're about this size and they're kind of deeper than I was expecting them to be honest. But you can see a picture of it on my last week's blog. Okay, and as I say, these two will be staying in the catalogue. The punch and the stamp set, it's just they won't be there as a bundle anymore. So the next one, these two again are continuing, but they just won't be a bundle. These ones are continuing again, but they won't be a bundle. Again, continuing, no bundle. Then we get to a few things that actually are retiring. Oh my goodness. Wow. So we have, and I actually have them, amazingly, the gold foiled, where are they? What are they? Number 3. Gold foiled flowers, cards and envelopes. So that is what the card looks like. And how amazing is it? That's actually double-sided. So potentially you could cut this in half and get 2 cards out of the one card. Obviously you can't do that with the envelopes, but again, potentially you could actually take that part and use it on a card. And it is beautiful, that. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, the die cut. The sticky part is there, not down here, just so that you know. So they are retiring. They're not being reduced, but they are retiring. So let's put those there. Everything else, I believe, is staying. Number 4, continuing. Oh, the papers. That's right. Papers are here. Woohoo, look at me go. I've actually got these. So I actually have, oops, because I thought I would show you something cool with these papers in a minute. So you've actually got ones that look like this and like that. I think there's 4 of those, and then there's one that is this colour. I think that's right. 4 and 1. Oh no, maybe there's one more. Oh, this one's the last one. So there's 6 different sorts of papers in it. Let me just double check. Yep, 6, because there's 2 sheets of each. So let's pop those down there. And, oh, apparently we turned the page. Excellent. So again, continuing, bundle, going, continuing, bundle, going. And then again, everything is continuing, the bundle is going, and then we've actually got a stamp set that actually is retiring. So Hills of Tuscany, I don't have it, I can't show you it, but it is retiring. Then and they're not discounting these particular ones. There are some things that they have, but it's not much in the mini catalogue that is actually being discounted. Again, here's another bundle that the bundle is retiring, but the actual individual things aren't retiring. So all of the perennial lavender stuff, amazingly, they're even keeping the papers, which is fabulous because those papers are stunning. So the only thing that's retiring are the actual bundles themselves. Although I haven't got that one written as retiring, so not sure. Oh, that's interesting. I've got that the words are retiring. So, that could be why. So in fact, they're keeping the dies, but not the words of this one. Yeah, continuing retiring. I have to do this to my catalogues to know what it is that we're actually doing with them all. I don't have any of them to show you. I'm really sorry. I clearly didn't pick the ones that were, yeah, there. So anyway, that's good. So the next one is the Easter Lilies. Oh, I hope this is in the frame. Easter Lilies is actually retiring, and it's reduced. So $29.40, and the dies are reduced to $30. So do not buy it as the bundle, because it is way cheaper to buy it as 2 individual pieces, unless of course the individual pieces are not available when you want them, in which case you might have to buy it as a bundle. Next one, these two again, both are retiring. They are both reduced. So the Excellent Eggs are going down to $28.70, and the Excellent Eggs dies are $23, which is cheaper than the bundle itself. So that's only $40, $50, whatever it is. Yeah, maths wasn't really my strong point at school. I know I work in a bank, but I don't have to be good with maths. Okay, so this one, they are both continuing. I'm pretty sure I have these dies, but I didn't think it was worth getting the stamp set for me. So, yeah, so they're there anyway. Blueberry Bunches are continuing. Cake Fancy is continuing. These guys are continuing, just not bundled. Again, we've got an awful lot continuing on here. So these guys are continuing. It's just that they won't be bundled anymore. And that is retiring the paper. So if you like the balloon paper, just bear in mind that there is balloons on only one of the sheets. So I actually haven't bought it, but one of my friends was showing me it the other day, and she said, you know, there's balloons on one sheet, and the rest of them are beautiful papers anyway. So they're really pretty. If you're up for sort of like maybe baby cards, or, you know, people who like pastels, then they're ideal for that. Then we've got, oh, that is the same thing. This one here, sadly, this is retiring. It goes with the Modern Oval Punch, which is being kept. Go figure. Anyway, yep, so that one is a goodbye and no discount. Then we have Love This Moment. It must be staying on because I haven't written anything on it. These two continuing, the bundle is retiring. Have to admit, I did pick this one up because I thought if it's going to continue on, I reckon I'll use it. So I've bought it at the bundle price, which is $92.50, as opposed to having to pay $42 plus the $74. So it would be more than that, obviously 10% more, funnily enough. Then we've got the Enduring Beauty stamp set, which is really pretty. And when you look at the samples they've made with it, it is really gorgeous. I don't have it, but they are all continuing, except they won't be bundled anymore. Then we've got, oh, look at this. Obviously, I've loved this catalogue an awful lot. We've got this one, which actually everything seems to be retiring as far as I can work out. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay, the bundles are retiring. The leather trim is retiring. The cork rounds are retiring. The paper might not be retiring because I actually don't have an R written next to it. So that paper could well be staying on. And that is kind of cool paper, actually. I don't have it yet. It's got gold on one side. I'm just double checking. Specialty. Yes, it is a specialty one. Okay, so then you've got these two actually continuing on. Obviously, the bundle retires. then this whole lot is retiring. So I always kind of thought this was nice, the long strip of whatever it is, which I think is what they've used on this card here. I'm hoping you're able to see this. Actually, I should just check, make sure. No, it's looking good. Excellent. So then we move on to something that I have at last. Right, let's grab it out, seeing as I've got it. This one here, I have the Sweet Thoughts, Memories and More cards and envelopes, because I always think cards and envelopes are a really handy thing to have. So that is what the envelopes look like. So they just fold over and they look like that. So you've got some in that colour and you've got some in this colour. And then let's chuck those back into there along with those. Whoopsie. And then the cards themselves are actually fairly plain, I guess. But again, because they're double-sided, you've got the potential to be able to cut them up and actually mount them up onto another card and use it as a base, which I always think is really cool when it's like that. And obviously you would then come up with an envelope of your choice to go with it. So I'm just going to quickly fold those so they go back into the packets so much easier. Chuck them all back into there. Right, let's pop those down there. Whoopsie. The Memories and More card pack was also retiring. Neither of them got discounted, which is a bit of a shame. That one I can imagine is very nice, but I don't have it. And you can sort of see some of the pieces. I do like the Memories and More card packs because there's things that you can just punch out, or there's stickers that you can take out and use. Let's Chat, reduced to $17 from $34. So half price, which is good. Doggone Friendly, that's continuing. Botanical Beauties continuing. Mini Alphabet Dies, hooray, that's continuing. I've got those. Planted Paradise. Then we move on to the Kidding Around bundle, and I think the only thing retiring is actually the papers in this one. So it's quite a cute little bundle. It's got like a little castle in it, but it is continuing. It's just not going to be bundled anymore. And look, there's one of those boxes that I was talking about earlier, the pillow boxes. So then again, continuing on, just not bundled anymore in the new catalogue. Again, continuing on, just not bundled anymore. So they may be in the new catalogue, they may not. But what they've done is they've either put it into the new catalogue or they've put it as what they call an online exclusive, which means that it's still around, still available. It's just that you don't see it in the catalogue. You just have to look online to find it. Cutest Cows, again, they are continuing. The bundle is going. And then we move on to something else that, well, hey, I actually have. Oh, oops, look, I was meant to show you this when I was doing that page. That was from the catalogue. Of course it was from the catalogue. From this one. So this, what's it called? Gold faux leather trim. That is the gold faux leather trim. It's really cool. You can tie a bow with it if you want to. It's not like the best for tying a bow with, admittedly, but it won't resist it. So, yeah. Or you can just wrap it round things. And I'm just going to pin it back into place. Oh, there's Filled with Happiness. That one's the one that's going. That's, yeah, that's that. I'm pretty sure I did something on that in one of my videos. Then this is the page we've got to, the Rockstar page. So it is being reduced. Now the dies that go with everything, $25.50 down from $51. So that is these dies here, but potentially they're not a whole lot of use without the stamp set because they do cut out these elements of the stamp set. So, and there are other ones that do like a lightning bolt, four different lightning bolts. There's a little, whatever you call it, for strumming your guitar. And then there's a massive, whatever it's called for strumming your guitar. I know there's a word for it. I just can't remember what it is at the moment. And then, as I say, the other pieces. Oh, and there's some little stars there too. So I'm pretty sure I did a video on this, but the papers look like this. I love the old-fashioned, and it's kind of, I don't really think of it as old-fashioned so much because that was my era. Anyway, these are really cool to colour in, and I just think the papers themselves are really, really good. They're great because because they're white and black, you can just colour them in. You can brayer over the top of them, and yeah, you can do whatever you want to with them, really. So there are lightning, stars, and lightning, adhesive backed lightning and stars that are being reduced from $15 down to $13.50. Everything else is going, it's just not being reduced. Next page. So the next page, we've got the Trusty Tools bundle. It will no longer be bundled after this catalogue, but those two, the dies and the stamp set, will continue. Cap and gown will continue should you need something like that. Again, the Beach Day is not going to be bundled anymore, but both things will be continued. So that was the one we used for my what do you call it, for the January class, my mega class. So people got the stamp set, you didn't get the dies, but the dies are continuing. So if you do want to get the dies further down the track, they are still going to be there. Cliffs by the Ocean, that one is going. Reminds me of when we used to go to Grandma's. My grandma lived in Swanage, which was by the ocean, and there was cliffs like this. Can't say I remember a tree being on top of it, but you know, poetic license and all that. Thinking of poetic poetic expressions. So it is continuing. The stamp set and the dies are continuing. The bundle isn't. I think that's right. No, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong with this one. The dies are retiring and the stamp set is continuing. So if you happen to like this as a bundle, you need to get it before it goes, because otherwise you won't be able to get the dies, which is kind of an interesting thought. And the dies are kind of cool, actually, I have to say. Quite like the dies, but it's not. I don't know whether it would be worth having the die set without the bird and the other bits and pieces, because there's about 4 dies in that specifically cut out things from the stamp set. Everything else looks like it would be all right. So had they discounted it, it probably would have been quite good, but they didn't. So there you go. Quiet Reflection, that looks like it's staying. Stippled Roses are continuing on, but they just won't be bundled. Inspirational Sketches, again, it's staying. And we've got to the end of the catalogue. So that means that we get to play. Ooh, what are we going to play with? We are going to play with this. Okay, so I had this thought. And I'm just going to grab these pieces of cardstock again. So I thought we'd have a bit of a play with this stuff. And I was looking at it and thinking it would be interesting to see whether I could colour this in. So I've coloured it in using stamping blends, and I really love the way that it's turned out with these 2 pieces. So I'm just going to show you them in comparison to their actual, the other way round, Heather. So potentially that is what they looked like beforehand, and now this is what they look like afterwards. And I actually really love that subtle change in it. So I was thinking that it would make quite a cool backgroundy sort of thing. And I was wondering whether it would work on top of one of these. I'm not sure that it will. However, I'm going to show you, and then I will probably hop off and make whatever it is that I'm going to make so that you can then see it over on my blog. Right, so maybe maybe I should actually show you on a bigger piece rather than a smaller piece, because they get a little bit fiddly with those small pieces. So I've got some of my stamping blends here. So I've got the dark Calypso Coral. I've also got the dark Poppy Parade. Looks like I'm going with the dark ones. Old Olive Dark. Daffodil Delight Dark. And, oh, look at that, a light Poppy Parade. I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I think I did try the light and the dark on this one, and it didn't really make any difference at all. So there you go. So we are going to just go ahead. Oh, no, I was using the other side. And just colour in. So this is literally all I did with it, was just coloured it in and sort of wiped over the top just to get rid of any sort of excess. Wonder what it would be like if I was to use, oops, ooh, excuse the fact that just fell apart on me. Still works. Didn't try the yellow on a flower yet, so it'll be interesting to see how it turns out with this. I will just compare it to the green, because I don't really want the flower looking like the leaf. Yeah, I actually do think it looks quite similar to the leaf, so I might just go over top of that with a bit of this. Wrong one. Oopsie. Wow, that was clever, wasn't it? Okay. Concentrate. So what I might do is I might speed through the video of me colouring it a bit, and then make a decision what I'm going to do next. So as you can see, it's actually made quite a difference to the actual, the cardstock itself. It really makes it pop out. I'm just wondering whether I've got another piece of that cardstock here now. There's one. Just to sort of compare it to. So what I'm planning on doing now is I might actually cut out some of these and layer them up onto a card that's my thoughts on it, and I might actually colour in the rest of it too. But I thought rather than having you guys hanging around and wondering what I'm up to, I just thought I would show you it to that point, and now I can't work out which way round is the right way round. So go and check out my blog and find out what I actually did do with this. And don't forget, this is on the retiring list, so if you decide you love it... Oh, actually, there are other sides to this paper. Just in case I didn't show you them, that is what they are like. That's interesting. Has any one of those? I wonder... Oh, that's really funny. I was thinking, oh, that's a bit different. It's got different colours on it. Duh, it's because I coloured it in. So probably that one has the same thing. Interesting. That's funny. Okay, and this one probably has the same thing too now. There you go, it does. Yeah, anyway, so yes, go check out my blog, find out what I did with it, and what else I made, and I will aim to make something up with this as well. Possibly something with the other card that's retiring too. We'll see how I go. All right, come and join me next week. Don't forget to share the love. And I think the retiring list is out by now because we should be past the 9th already. So you've got until the end of the month. So go. See you next week. Bye.